this stuff...
Unsightly insects.
As you wish, mein Fräulein. amusing. The wind rises. Search for it.
Interesting trinkets for me.
Quick, Squall and Fury.
Surprise! Truly an extra slice of joy.
Behold! Fury. Take it and have fun. Can't catch me. Can't catch me. Let's roll. This is order. Solidify.
How brilliant! Time to shine!
Press the advantage. There! Who wants some of this? Order guide you. Stabilize.
Shower me with...
Advance! Everyone on me! Odin coming through! Attaboy! Huh. Ha. Let's roll! This is order. Gather!
May I present? Let the world collide!
Charge! Rally! Who wants some of this? Attaboy! Cha! Order guide you. Solidify. Everyone on me! Let's roll! It's showtime! Can't catch me! This is order. Stabilize.
Oh, brilliant! Time to shine!
Press the advantage!
A good newspaper.
We once thought the Fortress of Maripeep would be super scary, but looking back on it, it really wasn't that bad at all. You've got a set schedule, guaranteed food and board, and you can even buy all kinds of stuff with credit coupons. It's really no surprise that many people don't even want to leave. Oh, you mean Rising? He's definitely a pretty impressive leader. While he does look kind of intimidating, he's actually pretty easy to talk to once you've had a conversation or two with him. Paimon wonders how he's like with the people here. Do they also get the same guy we do, or is he a lot harsher with the bad guys? Yeah, he must be doing something right to maintain order here, while not making everything feel super oppressive.
Excuse me, did I hear someone there? Could you please do me a favor?
Huh? Paimon could have sworn she just heard something.
Excuse me, is someone passing by? Could you do me a favor, please?
Nope, Paimon wasn't dreaming. There's someone over there for sure. But Paimon doesn't see anyone.
Oh, did you hear my call? Thank you so much. I'm over here, inside this big box.
You're inside the box? Oh, no wonder Paimon didn't see anything. Well, come on, Traveler, let's go take a look. Why are you hiding in here anyway? If we hadn't happened to pass by, you could have been stuck for days.
It's a bit complicated. Can we not talk about that for now?
Whoa, that's terrible. Did someone seriously do that to you?
No, it was nothing quite that serious. I'd just like some help finding my hat.
Just your hat? But then, why can't you look for it yourself? Huh. Wait, Paimon gets it! Something must have happened to your hair! Sorry. So that's what happened. Paimon gets it now. No wonder why you had to hide inside the box. You just need your hat, right? We'll get it back to you right away. What kind of hat was it?
I think you may have misunderstood me, but never mind. Please just help me find my hat. It's a soft and brown hat with a bit of a brim. Nothing fancy. I think I probably lost it near the entrance elevator. It was getting a bit hot, so I took it off and had a quick nap. But when I came to, it was gone. It's really important to me, so your help would mean the world. I'll wait here for your return.
Don't worry, we'll be back in no time.
I'm really sorry to bother you like this. Please, come back soon.
nothing in the water either. Oh, we've looked everywhere and still not seen anything that looks... That's a good idea. If he's just looking to cover his head, then it shouldn't matter what... Why don't we check out the rag and bone shop? If memory serves, they got all kinds of stuff in there. Huh? How did you know what Paimon was thinking? Oh, this is bad. Nothing gets past you nowadays. Well, either way, let's go check it out first. Doesn't remember you being the boss.
Well, I'm just standing in for Mr. Alvar while he's off restocking the shop. Now, just wait a sec. A blonde... Oh, you must be the legendary traveler.
No! Well, you're half right. Paimon's the...
Sorry, I never thought I'd get the I hope you find it in your magnanimous hearts to forgive my discourtesy.
There's no need to put yourself...
Why, your heroic actions at Araneus have long made their way to the fortress, and we heard that you were personally received by His Grace, and you're one of His Grace's favorite people, so of course, everyone wants to be introduced to you. Well, after all, I also... And no, I've only caught... I mean, we've all got agendas, but...
Oh, so now you're trying to kiss...
Well, I did mean it when I called you late. Oh, enough of that. Is there something you're looking for? No problem. Hey, feel free to check out anything you want.
Wait, but that's,
Well, it's not like I'm getting paid to watch this shop. Instead of more coupons, Mr. Life's been pretty good recently, so I might as well just waive your bill. Never hurt.
All right. Paimon will take a look.
Are you sure you don't want more? These are...
It's all right. Two will do. It just doesn't feel the same if the owners... But anyway, we don't need to get into that right now. We can discuss Paimonology later. That poor guy must still be waiting for us. Thank you so much.
No problem, and thank you for your patronage. I'd appreciate it if you could put in a nice word for our establishment the next time you speak to His Grace.
That's a real sneaky way of getting good reviews. We've been gone a while. Paimon hopes that guy in the box hasn't passed out from lack of air. You can come out now. We found your hat.
You did? Oh, Archon, you just saved my life. Just one sec.
Wait, so you're not actually bald? You've got such a full head of hair, too.
I mean, I told you that there had been a misunderstanding. This has nothing to do with my hair. Wait, this isn't my hat.
Well, we got you a new one. We tried really hard to look for your hat, but no dice.
Ah, I see. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful, but unfortunate.
Does it have some kind of sentimental...
But, sorry, I can't explain at the moment.
If you're looking for a hat, I just picked one up over here.
Your Grace!
Oh, hey, Risley. It's been a...
Well, it's a slow day today, so I decided to go for a little stroll. Even if, I'll say, I'm not at all surprised if...
It's what good adventure...
Is that so? Maybe I should consider asking the adventurer. As I recall, these hats are very important to me. You might not have the same luck next...
Understood. Then I'll be off. Bye.
What a strange guy. Why did... Oh, and has he done something wrong?
Oh, not at all. In fact, members of the Beret Society are model prisoners. They work... As for him, I'd guess he's just more of an introvert. It's not unusual for the more shy prisoners to freak out when I show up on it.
Huh? Shy?
Prisoners are still people, after all. There are as many crimes... The idea of the criminal... What kind of a person a prisoner...
Huh. You've got a point. anyway.
Although most of the societies here will just... The Beret Society does appear to be an exception. If you have some time, why don't we grab something at the coupon? And if you're still interested in the Beret...
Paimon's not the biggest fan.
All right then, please follow.
Welcome, Your Grace, and the Traveler. Would you like 3 orders of today's welfare meal? Unfortunately, we weren't informed of your visit in advance, so we didn't...
I'll pass on the food, then. What about you?
Then Paimon will also pass.
What a pity. It would seem that none of...
Then, I must beg Your Grace, if you're not in the mood to eat, I can get you some drinks.
Yes, please? Huh.
It's not for everyone.
Oh, now that's what Paimon...
2 bottles coming right up.
Our first meeting took place on short notice, and we were both swamped by everything that happened after, so there was no... I'm actually quite fond of stories, you know. Of course, the others have already told me a lot about your deeds in Fontaine, but I'd love to hear it straight from the source.
Whoa. That'd be quite the long story.
I see. Certainly that'd fit your title as the Traveler. Seeing everything for yourself, recording everything to the best of your ability, and making lots of...
Paimon gets... That guy we talked to earlier was...
Well, after all, you did help the fortress and I maintain... Is it so strange that I would want to give a few words of praise out of genuine admiration? So this is a matter of trust. Which is unfortunate, since I don't have nearly as interesting of a story to offer. I was convicted and sent here at an early age. I only became the top dog after spending a long time figuring out its inner workings. Power and control come in many forms. Some fair and ethical, others less so. And so, what do you think? Didn't...
Kind?
I'm perfectly aware. I would very much like to maintain friendly relations with you two.
Your Grace, after following your instructions, we were able to find they were extremely well hidden, and we've confirmed that the senders have been using this method to smuggle goods for a while.
Got it. Leave the box here and contact...
Yes, Your Grace.
Sorry, I'd almost completely forgotten about this.
She mentioned some...
Not necessarily. The term is just applied to things people want to bring in on the sly. Many people here are experts at pulling rabbits out of the most ordinary hats. So we have to examine everything carefully. Now, what do we have here? It's more...
Whoa. This is certainly a box of curiosities. Mora? Snacks? Wait, if you've confiscated this entire box...
Yep. We can't just...
What? But that's just insane profit! Traveler, why don't you become a duke as well?
It's only been a couple minutes since we agreed to continue friendly relations with each other. Jokes aside, I didn't know you'd be so interested in this box. How about this then?
Really? You'll let Paimon pick anything? No takebacks. Paimon will have you know that she's got a real good eye for treasure.
I never joke about things like this.
Alright, Paimon's gonna have a look. Paimon wants... this one. This dark, sparkly gem. You just know it must be worth a ton of... Actually, never mind. Paimon doesn't want this gem anymore. Can Paimon pick something else instead? There's something weird about this gem. Paimon couldn't even tune them out. It's as if the gem was just...
Is that so? Let me give it a try. Paimon's right. I too experienced some unpleasant flashbacks. Are you sure? I wouldn't exactly call it fun. Fair enough. Go ahead.
Are you okay, Traveler? You also saw something, right?
I'll take this gem then and run a thorough investigation.
Then... actually, never mind. Paimon's gonna pass. Paimon...
You do have a point. In that case, we should just... Seems like we're almost done with our drinks, too. Let's go check. I can introduce you, and we can also continue our conversation while we're at it.
Wait, are you this free every day or something?
Just noticed? I wasn't exactly busy the first time we met either.
We are honored by your visit, Your Grace. All of us at the Society have been waiting for your arrival. Are these your two guests?
Mm-hmm. Let me introduce you to them. Traveler, this is Dugier, the head of the Beret Society. This is their gathering place. Members can find all sorts of drinks and snacks here, as well as a large variety of books and other resources. Every once in a while, the Society will also host activities and seminars, which are always well attended.
You flatter me, Your Grace. All we did was set up an organization in the same way as you would in the world above. It's so easy to feel lonely and helpless when you arrive here for the first time. I remember that feeling all too well. None of us knew anything about this place then, after all. But that's when the thought came to me. If we could help everyone turn over a new leaf, they would no longer have to lead such gloomy existences. Thus, it was with your help that I founded the Beret Society.
Oh, so you were also involved with this, Risley?
My part in this was minimal. All I did was follow procedure and rubber stamp the application. I'm sure you have a very good sense of what this place is about by now. As you know, not everyone takes their sentence seriously. For some, this is just another place where they can eat, breathe, and sleep. But the Society is a great place for those who wish to turn things around.
Exactly right. Here, we keep an eye on each other and remind each other of our goals. Everyone can focus on rehabilitating our mental states and even make many new friends. Our operations are entirely funded by members' donated goods and credit coupons. Same for the things you can see here.
Who knew you could find such a place in the Fortress of Mirapede? Oh, right, and what's the deal with the hats?
There's nothing deep about it. I just felt like we needed some kind of visible identifier. If our members felt joy and pride from being a part of this group, then the hats would become a point of pride for them as well. And when we're together, we will feel a sense of community from seeing everyone's hats. Optimism, community, hard work, and a desire for a new life. I hope this hat will show everyone everything we have been working towards.
In other words, that hat has come to represent something like a model citizen, which also helps them recruit new members.
Once again, you are exactly right, Your Grace. That's a part of our goal as well. Let's take a little old seat over here. There's no need for us to stand. I'll ask the members to get us some drinks. Please wait here just one moment. Feel free to look around too if you want to learn more about us.
Oh, right. What happened to your slow day, Risley?
Seems like I shouldn't underestimate an adventurer's keen sense of observation. I'll bear that in mind the next time I need to do something low-key. Kidding, of course. We're just discussing some small matters. It shouldn't take long. We've also already gone over the organization's vision. Instead of listening to me try to explain some more, maybe it'd be better if you took a look around for yourself.
Why does Paimon feel like he didn't answer the question at all? Well, we're already here, aren't we? Yeah, they're supposed to be like the model prisoners, right? So this is what their spot looks like. Hey, what are you doing over here?
Oh, hello. You are guests of the Duke, are you not? I'm organizing the bookshelves. Want to take a look? We've got some classics, as well as a few books that the members published themselves. Yeah, most of them are writing diaries or autobiographies on their time in the organization. Some quit drinking. Some learned to tailor. Some became real good at We find it kind of funny. You see...
Ah, it's because you all have a lot...
Not only that, but with how the Duke and Mr. Dugier have organized our lives down here, you never know what you may be good at until you give it a try. And while you're here, no matter what you do, you won't get judged for it. After all...
So, this is something like...
Yeah, that's exactly right. After all, not everyone is good at fighting. And that's it. I just finished organizing...
Don't worry, we will!
Welcome to our gathering place. Is there...
Oh, it's okay. We're just taking a look around.
Well, that's not a bad comparison. It is my job to explain our amenities and benefits to our latest members. I'm sure Mr. Dugier has already explained some of it, but allow me to fill you in some more. Besides this space, which our members use to rest and relax, we also have... These rooms are open to all of our members. We want everyone to be able to...
Wow, that's pretty cool. Do you have a restaurant too? If you did, you...
Unfortunately, we don't. We started a collaboration with the cafeteria while...
Yeah, Paimon can definitely...
Yep, and that's exactly why, Mr. Dugier... We all think we made...
Hey, you there, newbie!
Hello? Are you talking to Paimon?
Yep, I'm talking to you. Now, why don't you follow my lead and take a deep breath before letting everything out like this? Ha! That's how I pump myself up every day. A lot of my friends have found it super useful too. With one shout, you can release all the fatigue, resentment, and unpleasantness from your lungs. Why don't you also give it a try, huh?
Paimon's gonna pass.
Feeling shy? Now, just remember to take a deep breath and let it all out.
Alright, we've talked to everybody. It sure sounds like they're all... That would explain why Risley only had good things to say about this. Huh. It looks like they're starting to...
Of course, Your Grace. I will attend to those matters right away.
Okay, then I don't have anything else to add. Oh, you're back. What did you think about this place? Now, note that your opinion will also affect my review of Dugier and the society as a whole.
Wait, I didn't know they were also a part of... it's all right with me, though.
Paimon thinks it's pretty good. Don't think anyone expected you to get a society going here of all places.
Ah, so it seems that you were able to get a sense of our vision and...
The prisoners here all have very different personalities. Our needs are like violent beasts. If we can't face them properly, they'll grow restless and enraged. But if we can placate them, they lose their fangs, and they can eat. Which is why, in my opinion, learning to reconcile with oneself is the first...
You've hit the nail on the head, Your Grace. Before I founded the Society, I had met too many people who could not come to terms with themselves. And I'm sure that a part of your support is rooted in your desire to help those people find that.
And Paimon thought everyone was enjoying life just fine.
Of course, that lifestyle is more than enough for some people in the fortress.
Speaking of fighting, I'm not sure if you knew this, but...
What? You fight in the ring too?
Oh, I almost never need them.
Hey, isn't that the guy who lost his hat? Did you... What's wrong? Did you forget about us already?
Are you feeling all right? You are looking a little pale.
No, I'm fine. Thank you for helping me get my hat back. I'm sorry, but...
He's still as weird as before.
Dugier, do you know what's up with him?
I'm also not too sure about that. As far as I recall, after all, it's my responsibility as the leader to make sure that no one falls through the cracks.
We'll leave him to you then. Where were we before we got sidetracked? Oh, right, about that. You might have thought that I was joking, but in a place like... And when emotions run high, things off... Sometimes you might need more than just gloves as well. This pair of handcuffs has also come in handy quite a number of times. Oops.
Oh, isn't that awful gem? You're still carrying it with you?
Yeah, I kept it on me because of its special qualities. It won't...
Go on, you guys. Pick up the item for His Grace, would you?
Yes, right away.
That gem shines with quite the dazzling light. I hope it has...
It still looks good to me. Say, Dugier.
Never, Your Grace. Don't think I've ever been...
I guess that's fair. We've already gone over most of the things that I wanted to talk about, so let's wrap up for the day.
Got it, Your Grace. Take care, everyone. I'll take you to the exit. Traveler, Paimon, it was an honor. I'm sure everyone would love it if you were to visit again.
Paimon doesn't think we made any plans.
Well, what's your opinion of this?
Paimon thinks it. Paimon doesn't remember exactly what you said. There's only one potential problem. If the society...
That is certainly a possibility. But at this point in time, they're still reducing my workload by managing and rehabilitating. I wanted to see just how much they've managed to accomplish. I arranged for a meeting out of curiosity, but...
Dissonance?
I'm sure the Traveler has sensed it too. As expected, you also... The whole truth is a bit complicated, so I'll explain it. I'd hoped to take care of it in secret. Why don't you take this opportunity to check back on the gathering? If my hypothesis is correct, and with his watchful eye removed...
Can't you just...
I'm just following the most popular playbook in Fontaine. Investigate, obtain evidence, and then use the truth to render judgment. It's been so long since I got to watch a performance at Opera Epiclese that I'll explain everything to you later. Find out what you can from them now.
Just as Risley said. You said you felt there was something off about this place. Paimon will do her best to help.
Wait, you guys are...
We're really sorry. We just realized that...
Oh, okay.
Nobody? It's okay. There's no need to be... We'll just look for it ourselves if no...
I'll go find Mr. Douche.
No need. We're just looking for something. We can look around for it, yeah? Are you still organizing the bookshelf?
Yeah, and...
We weren't thinking about that to begin.
Sorry.
Hey, hello? Anyone home?
Hello? How can I help you? The Beret Society offers a variety...
You don't know...
Sorry, that's not what I meant.
Hey!
What do you want?
Isn't this how you greeted us earlier?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You sure are. I ate something earlier, so you're looking for something, you said?
Okay, Paimon sees what you meant now. Seems like they really don't want to talk to us, so let's just head back.
you're back. How are things?
It was as if they had all turned into completely different people.
That would prove my suspicions. The dissonance I mentioned earlier was precisely that fleeting moment of fear behind the cheerful facade.
Right. He was acting super... Actually...
And that's precisely why I took...
Oh, so it was you all along?
It's because I wanted to figure out what's really... I don't believe any of Dugier's talk about unstable mental... Not too long. Dugier made very elaborate preparations for my visit.
Okay, but if you think something's wrong, why not? Aren't you the Duke? You can do it.
Well, maybe you're actually a better fit for the position than I am. Just give me the... In all seriousness, however, cuffs and the like should be used sparingly. Everything I do is on display. The way people... And I've always striven to appear fair and reasonable.
That sounds a bit deep. Paimon's not sure she got all of it.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. I have to lead by... And that's why even though Dugier had...
Alright, so you're saying Dugier has figured out and even though the members are acting all optimistic and motivated, it's all just a show.
Indeed. He certainly... I have some faith, though. The line has been set, and it's quite...
Fish?
Let's give them some time. My guards will need it to... You can find me in my office when the time comes.
Hey, don't just leave before... It's finally evening. Risley's probably wrapped up his investigation. Paimon has no idea what that guy's thinking. Let's just go find him and ask him what he's really up to.
Oh, here you are. Did you manage to land a lucky pull on the welfare meals tonight?
Let's just get straight to the point. Has anything else happened with the society?
Patience, Paimon. Even as the situation continues to brew, we still need to make sense of what we learned so far and go over any sticking points. I'm actually still thinking about the first thing that came to my mind when I noticed something amiss. Namely, why didn't anyone come to me about it?
Oh, that's a good point. Could whatever they're afraid of be so powerful that even you won't be able to do anything about it?
But even if such a thing existed, how could they be so sure without checking with me first? It'd be one thing if it was just one or two people, but it seems like everyone's convinced that I won't be able to help. Which leads me to believe that it's more likely that they think I just wouldn't care to help them. Yes, something like that. Dugier must have told them something to make them think I won't take their side. So it became imperative for me to refute that and prove my true stance. Of course, I had originally planned to do this in a more covert way, but I had to improvise when you identified the guy who'd lost his hat with everyone present. There was no way to keep our investigation a secret after that.
That makes sense. Wait, then does that mean it was all Paimon's fault?
The last thing that guy wanted was for Dugier to find out that he'd lost it. He would have never brought the matter up on his own. But now, not only has Dugier found out that he'd lost his hat, he's also realized that we were the ones who found it. That likely set his internal alarms off all at once. Yes, that's the conclusion I came to as well. It's the only thing that could explain the fear. If we didn't act right then and there, Dugier would probably come up with some other way to hide the truth and we'd be back to square one. So after giving the matter some thought, I tossed that black gem onto the ground. I must say, I was pretty satisfied with the results.
Ah, so you did that on purpose?
Yes, that's right. Of course, that box was discovered as part of our investigation of the Society from the very beginning. I had no way to know if any of the members had actually seen the gem before, but since I had to do something, I decided to gamble. Right. And I said back there that I had no idea what the gem represented. That should have been enough to let people know that it's still early days for my investigation. And since I was traveling with you, heroes who have never turned a blind eye to evil and injustice, they would also understand that we're here to help, rather than to tolerate or uphold the status quo.
You used us as a part of your plan, too!
My apologies. There was no time and quite a lot to explain, so I figured it might be easier to just let you see a few things for yourselves. But I can assure you that I've now told you everything there is to know. Of course, you're under no obligation, but I would really appreciate it if you could continue to lend me your support and help me figure out the true secret behind the society. Would you be willing to lend me your support?
But Paimon's still mad at you!
You have my thanks. Now, there are still two outstanding matters in our investigation. The first is the secret of the hats. I've examined one before. There was nothing suspicious about the item itself. The other is the true purpose of the black gem. We haven't been able to get anything out of anyone with actual knowledge of it. It's my hope that a brave fish will take my bait and venture outside of their dark and murky pool. I'll put some music on while we wait.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but may I come in? I'm afraid that someone's been following me.
Please, do.
I apologize for my lack of composure. Yes, my lover Fasol told me all about you. Please, help us, Your Grace. He's in great danger right now.
Slow down, take a deep breath, and start.
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I will try.
You mean when we saw him?
Yes, he fled immediately. But thankfully, he still managed to meet up with me and explain everything. Now that he's lost Dugier's trust, what awaits him is agonizing.
Censure?
Censure is Dugier's method of establishing control, as well as rather than listening to me explain what it is, Your Grace. Every secret may be found within...
Here you are. I was wondering where you had run off to in such a hurry. Please excuse us, Your Grace. It was never our intention to disturb you like this. You see, Avisa's mental state has been rather unstable ever since she arrived at the fortress. She rambles often, has hallucinations.
I don't recall hearing a knock or giving permission.
Oh, my apologies. I merely did not wish for Your Grace to be alarmed. Had I not been so...
Like we'd believe you.
Please, there's no need to be upset. It's only natural to want to side with the poor sick girl.
Well then, what if the reasonable man wants to...
That would be perfectly fine with me. Oh, and just so you know, we've also found the missing Mr. Fasal. Thankfully, he has already returned to his senses.
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I don't have anything more to say.
This is what you're afraid of, correct?
I've never seen that thing in my life.
Your Grace, I don't think there's anything...
It's all right, Elise. No matter what it is, it will no longer be able to hurt...
Your Grace! Forget it. I'll keep my...
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but I really don't have anything more to say.
But...
In that case, Avis and I will be off.
Miss Avis, please show me your head.
Your Grace, I know you have long tired of my words, but please believe me, the Society has never caused trouble for you or any of the guards at the... Why are you doing everything in your power to prove our guilt? I'll do anything for you, as long as you give me the word. Why are you...
Your words bore me. You know...
Everything that I do for the Fortress of Meripede. All right, Avis.
We should have shown him.
Sooner or later, all will pay the price for their... he must have been well prepared for this exact scenario, or he wouldn't have dared to be... The entire society are his hostages. His subordinates would definitely react if he were taken into custody. And that's why he dared to bare his fangs right in front of me. The true secret of the Society is neither... Dugier probably knew this from the very beginning. However, if we were to look at the rules, it would all...
Yeah, none of this makes sense.
The hats are definitely being used to hide a secret. But from the way Dugier acted, I need to think about... The hats are I need to think... But if there's nothing... From the way Dugier... The hats are...
I have an idea, but...
Huh? What is it? Tell Paimon about it!
You mean this thing? So, she handed a key piece of evidence over to us without Dugier noticing. That would mean that Avis didn't stay silent out of fear. Let me take a look. I managed to remove this from the hair clip. It's long, slender. Let's see.
Hey, what are you doing? Wait. Some kind of... And some of it has been absorbed by this thorny-looking thing.
You've probably heard before that water is filled with the strongest emotion. With that in mind, this liquid is...
Oh, so that's why even touching it will make you...
Dugier would be able to censure others. The moment it hits you would be like being flooded with all the agony, desolation, and an overwhelming sense of despair. No one...
So, was the hat meant to...
That might not even be all. We can't let Dugier escape with...
Your Grace, we have taken the Society members into custody. They all tried to flee just a little while ago, as if they had received some kind of order. We decided to forestall their plan, and were just about to send the word when you unexpectedly arrived.
Great work, everyone.
You had prepared for something like this all along?
I had them stay here to keep an eye on things, so I'm glad that my intuition turned out to be correct. Perform a thorough search of the Society's headquarters and bring all the members to me.
Understood, Your Grace.
Now, let's check on them. As expected, they all have a hollow thorn inserted into a wound on their head.
Ooh! Paimon's glad her eyesight isn't so good that she can see it from here. Paimon's gonna float away for a bit.
They probably left it there as a lasting reminder of Dugier's censure. These people must have had to endure an Let's go check out the other areas, too.
Hey, come here! The colors of the covers are completely different, though. And the names of the authors also don't match up. Yeah, and they did.
Look at what I found. This is a surveillance port. With this, Dugier would be able to remotely... So even if Dugier's not there in person, he'll still always have Indeed. It's easy to become lost and confused, and if any action you take, maybe Dugier has already tamed...
Your Grace! Your Grace!
What's the matter?
We couldn't find any society members in the other areas. It also seems like the lime scale, the layers of dust. They were all deliberately We also investigated the members' residences and weren't able to find anything.
Oh.
They're gone? That could only mean...
Indeed. As long as he allowed society members to mingle with others, meanwhile, this marvelous gathering place will lose all of its value. So instead of being his real base, this is just an elaborate performance. The rest area is and only the most docile and well-trained...
But then... where...
Let me think. Dugier must be holding all the rest of his members in another place. And if he must be in Dugier's pocket. I'm of the same mind.
Make my escape. Make my escape. Did that person flee here?
That's the most likely scenario to me. He's probably already caught wind of Dugier's declaration of war against me. Let's keep heading down. There are some abandoned areas in there. Since he needs space, we should be on the right track. Let's go. We can take the...
Look! There's a fallen guard over there! I might see some society members too!
After them!
It's Risley! Run!
Did Dugier send you? Why did you attack that guard?
Come on! It's time to talk!
I will take your cooperation into consideration.
Mr. Dugier, he didn't want this. We were just about to dispose of...
So, in other words, your headquarters should be this way.
Yes, it's just down this way. You'll make it there.
Guards, take them away. Let's go. It's about time that we...
A pleasure to be working with you.
There's so much space down here!
Yeah, these are all former work areas. There are usually guards on patrol here. Stay sharp. He's got a ton of... Now. Wipe out! Let's begin.
Wretched vermin! Stay cool. Face your guilt.
you're safe now. Just
Who knew that there'd be Gardamex here? Dujier...
And that would explain the strange decommission requests I received, as well as account for all the guard. Seems like he's prepared for...
Hey! What's this?
Seems like some kind of handbook. Ah, this should be the Society's real rules book. Members are not permitted to speak to each other or to leave without formal permission. 5 members shall form a group, and anyone who reports a fellow member's misbehavior shall be rewarded with food. I see.
But that's just cruel and...
To obtain food and water, prisoners are forced to snitch on others, and to avoid punishment, they learn to stop talking with one another. This leaves the wounds they've already received. Finally, isolated and without hope, they accept their fate. Do you remember what happened to Paimon? She rejected all the snacks in the... She's usually all for tasty snacks, but she chose to go against her instinct.
Is that the best example you could come up with?
No, your decision was valid. The human heart is like a raft. Those who use fear to lead others astray must pay for that crime. If I'm not mistaken, the space ahead should be the central area of this place. Rather than confront Dujier, I think it's more important right now. You guys should wait here. We'll try to open the door and check out some other spots.
Open the door. Would we have to do some... Forget it, Pirates just... Whoa! It's turning! Is it because we touched this thing? Oh, the other side's open! Let's go.
A moment, please.
citrus.
It's so high! We're not gonna have to climb all the way up, are we?
Activate the mechanism in front of us first, just like before. Let's see if that changes it.
Looks like there's a mechanism that's gotten stuck. It won't turn alongside the others. Is there something we can do? Ooh, the water level's gone way up. So that's how we'll make it to the top.
Water jet! These should be the prison cells. Lots of empty cells in here. Dugier's probably moved them elsewhere already.
Let's still rescue the ones who got left behind, though. Every person counts. Hey, it's all right now.
No, I won't try to leave it. So close to me.
No, we're not gonna do that.
We won't be able to get through to her right now. I'd also guess there are many others here who are more or less like her. Let's let the guards take care.
The door's open. Huh. Maybe it's His Grace. I'll go take a look.
I leave this area to you. Make sure to bring everyone out safe.
Understood. And please take care as well, Your Grace. We'll return here right away and await your orders.
Just focus on the tasks you've been given. Let's go back. That mechanism from the first room. Don't forget to bring these along.
I must confess to being furious. Remember their names. Fasal and Avis. They've betrayed you, betrayed us. And today you will see with your own eyes what'll happen to those who go on, Avis. Pierce his skull with the thorn in your hands. Of course, you will do it one drop at a time. Let it do its magic again, and don't stop.
That's all.
It's okay.
Oh, shut your wretched mouths! My rules are the paramount law of this place. Only more pain will come to those who dare to disobey.
That's enough, Dugier. Your rabid screams have been beyond nauseating.
Is that His Grace?
Ah, Risley. I knew. Must you still refuse to let me be? Did I not spell everything out for you already? What's so blasphemous about sharing a slice of the...
It would seem that you can't see the difference between sharing and looting. And on top of that, look at your people. Are they not...
You. Stop acting. Have you forgotten? Nobody in this blasted fortress is innocent. What's so wrong about punishing those who And please, are you really gonna tell me that you care about their lives and well-being when you just need a supply of labor to keep this...
Sadly, you're wrong on both counts. Unlike you, I've never seen them. The fortress is not only a place for confinement, but also a place... Just as people are free to give in to the darkness within their hearts, they are also free to seek redemption. They may have made mistakes, but they are still human beings. And most importantly, they should always retain... But you're destroying their spirits with fear, taking their freedom away so that... And you say that's what they've all...
He's really mad.
You think me arrogant, Risley. Well, I think you're nobody actually sees this fortress as any kind of just a wonderful place. See it for what it is. No prisoner will listen to you out of gratitude of their hearts. Had you been just one step slower, I would have already taken... Your vision gives you strength. But how long will it hold again?
You talk big, but in the...
How amusing. Huh.
Stay cool. Face your guilt. Let's begin. Water jet! Wipe out! Don't run away now. A moment, please.
Witness my magnificent... There's so much space down here.
Yeah, these are all former work areas. There are usually... Stay sharp. He's got... safe now.
Who knew that there'd be Gardamex here? Dougie.
And that would explain the strange decommission request. Seems like he's prepared.
Hey, what's this?
Seems like some kind of handbook. Ah, this should be... Members are not 5 members. Anyone who I see.
But that's just...
To obtain food and water. To avoid punishment. Finally, isolated and without hope, they accept it. Do you remember what happened? She's usually all... No, your decision. The human heart. Those who use fear to lead others astray must pay for that crime. If I'm not mistaken, the space ahead should be the central area rather than confront Dougie. I think it's more... You guys should wait here. We'll try to open the door and check out some other spots.
Open the door. Would we have to do something to this mechanism here? Paimon doesn't get it at all. Forget it, Paimon's just gonna do some trial and error. Whoa, it's turning! Is it because we touched this thing? Look, the other side's open! Let's go.
Let's begin. Have a seat.
A moment, please.
Come on out! It's so high! We're not gonna have to climb all the way up, are we?
Activate the mechanism in front of us first, just like before. Let's see if that changes anything.
Ooh! The water level's gone way up! So that's how we'll make it to the top. so much space down here.
Yeah, these are all former work areas. There are usually... Stay sharp. He's got...
Strike a pose! Time to shine!
Let's begin.
Stay cool. Face your guilt.
Bombs away!
Unsightly insects.
A moment, please.
Hey, are you okay?
You're safe now.
Who knew that there'd be Gardamex here? Dougie.
And that would explain the strange decommission. Seems like he's prepared.
Hey, what's this?
Seems like some kind of handbook. Ah. The members are not 5 members. Anyone who report... I see.
But that's just...
To obtain food and water. To avoid punishment. Finally, isolated and without hope. Do you remember what happened? She's usually all... No, your decision. The human heart. Those who use fear to lead others astray must pay for that crime. If I'm not mistaken, this space ahead should be the central area of, rather than confront Dougier. I think it's more... You guys should wait here. We'll try to open the door and check out some others.
Open the door. Forget it, pirate! Whoa, it's turning! Is it because we touched this thing? Look, the other side's open! Let's go.
Away now. This could get a little chilly.
Yoo-hoo! Let the world come alive!
Where's it sit?
Stay cool. Face your guilt.
It's so high! We're not gonna have to climb all the way up, are we?
Activate the mechanism in front of us first, just like before. Let's see if that changes anything.
Ooh, the water level's gone way up! So that's how we'll make it to the top.
The show begins!
Let's begin. Now. These should be the prison cells. Lots of empty cells in here.
Let's still rescue the ones who got... Hey, it's all right now. You can leave this place.
No, I won't try to leave anymore. I'll never try to leave again. So close to me. I don't want any trouble.
No, we're not gonna do that.
We won't be able to get through to her right now. Not with the stress response and the... I'd also guess there are many others here who are more or less like her. Let's let the guards take care of them for now and keep pushing forward.
All right. Let's search for an exit first.
The door's open. Huh. Maybe it's His Grace. I'll go take a look.
I leave this area to you.
Understood. And...
Just, let's go back. That mechanism from the first... Don't forget to bring these...
I must confess to being furious. To think that there are still some of you who find it permissible to spit upon our rules. Remember their names. Fasal and Avis. They've betrayed you, betrayed us. And today you will see with your own eyes what'll happen to those who betray our cause. Go on, Avis. Pierce his skull with the thorn in your hands, and then push in the Aqua Dolores. Of course, you will do it one drop at a time. Let it do its magic again, and don't stop until you've pushed all of it.
Thistle, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll find a way to endure.
Oh, shut your wretched mouths! When did I give you permission to speak? My rules are the paramount law of this place. Only more pain will come to those who dare to disobey.
That's enough, Dugier. Your rabid screams have been beyond nauseating.
Is that...
Ah, Risley, must you still refuse to let me be? Did I not spell everything out for you all?
It would seem that you can't see the difference between sharing... Look at your people.
You. Have you forgotten what's so wrong about punishing those who... And please, are you really gonna tell me that you care about their lives and well-being when you just need a supply of labor to keep this...
Sadly, you're wrong on both counts. Unlike you, I've never seen... The fortress is not only a place for confinement, but also just as people are free to... They may have made mistakes, but... And most importantly, but you! You're destroying their spirits with fear, taking their freedom, and you say that...
He's really mad.
You think me arrogant, Risley. Well, I think you're too... Nobody actually sees this fortress as any kind of just a wonderful place. See it for what it is. No prisoner will listen. Had you been just one step slower, I would have already... Your vision gives you strength. But how long will...
You talk...
Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
Wretched vermin! It's get a little chilly.
A moment, please.
Stay
cool. Face your guilt. Not bad. Run away now.
If you think fear can control everything, well then, terrify me.
Don't high road me. You're just another crook. And it's time you got treated like one.
What's the matter? Too scared to shoot straight?
I'm warning you. Unauthorized punishment and torture are prohibited here. As the Duke, you should set an example.
Funny how that slipped my mind. Well, from this point on, you can forget about that rule. The rules of the fortress are there to keep the likes of you in check. But if the Duke wants somebody dead, he needs no justification. Understood?
Sorry for taking so long. Did I keep you...
No, not at all. Paimon didn't know you were so considerate.
If you ask me, I'd say I actually feel very helpless. There's no... I could comfort and compensate them all I want, but it might still... I have to take responsibility for it, as does the fortress. Yeah, it's the lead...
So, do you have a plan for how you're gonna deal with...
Oh, Dugier? For now, I think I'll do nothing.
Huh? What?
I think it's a very fitting punishment for him to have to imagine the sorts of punishments that will soon... He'll be left in the dark with regards to both the dates and the... Of course, that's not to say that I'll be letting him off. I'm going to talk to the members of the society. He'll get a chance to experience everything that he's ever in...
Paimon didn't know you could also be so...
Why do you think I'd do that kind of thing to you? Anyway, jokes aside, thank you... How about this? I'll treat you to a meal in 2 days at the Coupon Cafeteria.
No, Paimon...
Don't worry, it won't be the same old welfare meal.
Oh, then...
Ah, you're here.
Paimon never forgets about meals, even if the traveler forgets. That's not what Paimon meant.
I'm a little confused, actually.
Hey, not you!
Jokes aside, I've got some good news. After taking a look, which means that everyone should be able to recover after a period. As for their mental recoveries, most are making good progress as well.
You sure got everything.
I try my best. After all, it's my duty to take care of everything that happens within my territory. Please, go ahead. Ah, that's a bit of a long story. I once had a similar experience. It had to do... I was an orphan, adopted by a couple with a great deal of love in their hearts. I had many siblings, and we all adored each other. Once we were older, Mom and Dad would turn us over to be individually adopted by families of greater... They were perfect parents.
And then?
And then, I found out we were merely raised as livestock. All children that were sold would leave the house, and nobody would know what became of them. Did you know I once considered myself an extremely lucky child? I was also not the first to find out about the truth. All those who found out before me were... I could never shake the feeling of irony every time I juxtaposed their tragic ends against our parents' adoring... Yes. Like the society, my parents created a... They did all of that, but never but I did. So in the end, I killed them and set all of the remaining children. My methods were extreme, but I was still a teenager at the time. I'd been betrayed by those I trusted most, and my doubt and helpless anger pushed me forward until I got what I deserved. It's all right. You don't have to tell me what you think. The least I can do is to make sure that the...
Sorry to disturb you, everyone.
Oh, it's Avise and Fasol. Are you two feeling better yet?
It was all because you arrived in time.
We came here on impulse today, because we were hoping that you'd be able to lend us a hand.
Please, go on right ahead.
It's... I'd like to be...
You're getting married?
Yeah, we met each other through the society and both, but even during our time there, we never doubted each other. And after this incident, we've come to believe that we...
You could say we... But we're still both prisoners, so we are just wondering.
You're right in that the fortress has never hosted a but that's no reason to say no, is it? I'll help you make the arrangement.
We can't... We are actually also
Yeah, we've already made tons of special... And we have full confidence...
Your trust is the highest...
Hey, loosen up a bit. Shouldn't you be the happy...
Yeah, I'll always take a jet...
one with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
Strike a pose! Let the world come along! Southward swirl! Scratch! Can't handle your drink! Huh!
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call. One with nature.
My apologies! Kamisato art! Sometsu!
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. One with nature.
Look at you, Boomtail! Yoo-hoo! Time to shine!
Take flight.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Sayona special! Shower me with... Sakura swirl! My apologies!
That's close enough.
Think you can bully me? Can't handle your drink? Huh? Shake it!
Clouds high. The birds call.
Let the world collide!
New punch.
Take flight. Kamisato art. Sometsu.
My apologies!
A pleasure to be working with you.
Look at you!
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Let my name echo in song! Embrace the ice! Shake it and stir it! Can't handle your drink!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Yoo-hoo! Whirling snow!
Fight Phantasmagoria. The wind rises. Squall and Fury. The wind rises.
Strike a pose by royal decree.
Squall and Fury.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
Oz, reveal thyself. Yoo-hoo! impressive! Stay put!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Shower me with... Gotta dash! Don't be scared!
How brilliant!
Stay put!
Let my name echo in song, Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Go get it, you Gray! Don't be scared!
Illusion shattered!
You Gray, you're up! Sorry, Master.
A new kung fu.
Let the world come alive! Wings of darkness! Come,
Don't be scared! Hey, go away!
Where do you think you're going?
Shadow Raven! Let night fall!
Inazuma shines eternal! Ha!
Shower me with praise! Let my name echo...
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Go get it, you Gray! You Gray, you're up!
Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Yoo-hoo! Let the world come alive! Make yourself a move! I see everything!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Order guide you. Solidify.
Share my knowledge. Hey. Strike a pose.
Torn to oblivion.
Time to shine.
This is order.
The Temple of Wisdom. This may hurt a little. Yeah. I see everything. Yeah.
There is no escape.
Everyone hold hands.
I will have order.
Make yourselves at home.
This had better be important.